Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. Okay, so the commissions have already started. This means that all of the topics have already been introduced and they have already begun with the debates. This means that very interesting things are happening right now, and we've gathered information to show you what is going on. We're going to start telling you sort of little summaries about what's been going on in each commission, and we're going to start with the Historical Security Council. Regarding Historical Security Council, I first want to begin with a quote that was said by the delegation of South Korea. It was Franklin Roosevelt said, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. But today we have something more: the loss of our freedom." That was very, very sort of interesting to hear and very cool for a nation like South Korea to say and to begin sort of the whole debate with. In first instance, all of the delegations were sort of giving their opening speeches, their quotes, and sort of their statements towards the situations and the topics. North Korea was sorry for the issues and affections in the delegations and of what those things might have caused to the present delegations in this crisis. So we want to sort of highlight the good behavior that delegations like South Korea had, like North Korea had, but there were delegations that didn't provide sort of a good statement or sort of consistency with what they were saying. For example, France was not giving very good statements, and sometimes the delegations of USSR and South Korea were laughing at the committee, which is very unprofessional. But we want to just simply highlight that this committee is very important to show all of the things that have been going on with sort of the freedom and the security of every country, and how important it is for every single delegation to talk about what's been going on inside of them. So yeah, that's the first commission that I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Yeah, so next I visited this project because, well, I found it very interesting, as well as what you, Julian, said. It was very interesting. There were a lot of delegates, very good. Others, they were really trying, but it was very good, very interesting, and I was completely shocked about everything they said. So first, it was about the use of nuclear weapons in North Korea. And I think it's very important to highlight that Russia and the USA were completely against the use of these nuclear weapons. But North Korea had an against comment that was that they will not disarm, never until they ensure the peace and the security for all of the population. So I found this very interesting because there were a lot of arguments and counter arguments saying why will the nuclear weapons be allowed and why not. The second commission I went to was the Warren Commission. For me, this was one of the best because it was completely interesting, and like it made me even question myself about what was happening. Like, it was to find out who was the real person who killed John F. Kennedy. So first they were complaining against Lyndon B. Johnson, which was a very close friend of Kennedy, and he was accused of being the killer. However, he says that from his angle, he wasn't able to look at Kennedy and he wasn't able to shoot him, like it was impossible. Of course, he always also said that he was a very close friend, so like he had like no reasons to kill them. But other delegates said that sometimes ambition can go further than friendship, so we couldn't make sure that those were true friendship. Also,
Agree with what you're saying. I think it's very important to sort of highlight the organization that this Warren Commission had. It was very organized. All of the delegates were very sort of formal and into what they were saying, which I think is very important. And yeah, I totally agree with you. The topic is extremely interesting because it's talking about something that happened years ago, decades ago even, and it's sort of bringing it to the light now and trying to give it a conclusion, taking into account all of the other factors that were, involved in the assassination of John F. Kennedy. But yeah, I totally agree with you.
Okay, now I'm going to discuss a little bit about the UNHCR committee. It is about the refugees situation, also about migrants. And in this committee, we can discuss how, although it is a junior committee, there are different perspectives, especially towards the future opportunities of founding different institutions about mental health and about discussing human rights, especially children rights. And in this committee, it is very particular how there are many students that come from different schools apart from the GCB institution. So I think that it is very important to see the diversity, not only of ideology, as it is the UN principle of this specific model, but still, this is also seen on the Wall Street Committee. That is the second one that I want to discuss about. Especially, it is a new acquisition to the UN model. In here, we are going to discuss about a 2030 crisis that is very concerning, discussing the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency that are being able there. And in here, we have different proposals. First of all, Japan is showing how their business is being affected by the currency, not only of money itself, but as well of different factors. Also, we have to show how China is extremely concerned about this problematic, and even the most important thing that I want to talk about is Italy's work. I think that it is a exceptional perspective how he has not only defended and show the country's perspective, but also include itself by showing how there is a need for strict measurements and how cryptocurrency is not reliable to solve this crisis, and there is a need to have less power by the government on the economies of different nations, and how it is a global concern, how the solutions not only have to help the superpowers like the US or China, but as well the developing countries. So I think that this declaration made by France is extremely valuable, and it is all that I must say about these commissions.
I totally agree with you, Juliana, with that statement. It also makes me very happy to see other delegates from other schools being able to participate and accompany us in this wonderful practice. I had the opportunity to talk to many of the delegates that were not from the school, and they shared a lot of the words of joy and all of the words of appreciation towards our school campus and towards the food. They felt very welcomed. There were some logistics that were kind of messy around, but all in all, it was very amazing, and I felt very happy to have them here. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for tuning in with us. We'll see you in the next one.
That's all.
Bye.
Bye.